Thank you, Mr. Chair. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the organizers of this conference for such a successful few days we have had here. At least speaking on my behalf, I can say that I've learned a lot. And I would also like to thank you for inviting me and providing me the opportunity to share my views at such an august gathering. My organization, the European Foundation for South Asian Studies, based in Amsterdam, is an independent think tank that conducts research and provides policy advice to stakeholders with a specific focus on the region of South Asia and topics like terrorism, radicalization, human rights, conflict resolution, and conflict management. Aligning myself with one of the subjects of today, namely fighting terrorism contamination from the East, I have been invited to provide all distinguished guests present here with a brief introduction to the phenomenon of terrorism, particularly with its origins in the region of South Asia. Home to nearly 2 billion inhabitants, South Asia gathers a wide range of languages, distinct cultures, and various religions. However large the differences might be, the nations in South Asia also share a common history. The differences and historic commonalities are paradoxically also the main reasons for its complexities and its sensitivities. The region harbors many interrelated conflicts. Conflicts between Afghanistan and Pakistan, between Afghanistan, Pakistan and Iran, between Pakistan and India over Jammu and Kashmir and water resources, accusations of Pakistani-sponsored terrorism by Iran against their Shia community, destabilizing factors like insurgencies in Sindh and Balochistan inside of Pakistan, cross-border terrorism perpetrated by the Pakistani military establishment in India and Jammu and Kashmir, forced conversions, and Hindu ultra-nationalism. All these conflicts have the potential of becoming stimuli for clashes amongst countries, including large-scale wars, which could also, of course, have a divisive impact on security in the West, East, North, and the South. History has proven that, for example, Western institutions and Westerners have been vulnerable to terrorist attacks in the region. Terrorist attacks in the US, London, Madrid, and more recently in Paris have exhibited that regional turmoil can spread like a disease to other places as well. Some extremists in Europe have shown to derive inspiration from successes of other extremists elsewhere, and as such established sleeper cells, which threaten the basic fundamentals of democracy in Europe and pose serious challenges to security concerns that the rest of the world has. These sleeper cells are known to have enjoyed psychological and military training in South Asia, particularly in countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh, which has turned them into a formidable force to reckon with. The remarkable expansion of global terrorist organizations like ISIL and Al-Qaeda has not only sent shockwaves throughout the Western world, but has also instigated other local extremist forces like Lashkar-e-Toiba, operating from Pakistan, to strengthen its reach and adopt new strategies as it continues to enjoy patronage of the state, especially from the country's military establishment. Covering an area of almost 2 million square miles and home to over a quarter of the world's population, current regional and global developments between the West, North, and South Asia necessitate greater security cooperation in order to guarantee mutual strategic interests and address global security challenges. Historically, the presence of Western forces in the region has in many ways created perceptions which are anti-Western. This can be explained as the national ethos in South Asia does not appreciate formalized influence from the West regarding domestic policies and interests. Moreover, Western policies have failed to encourage engagement among regional powers in order to build a conducive atmosphere for long-lasting cooperation on economic and political fronts, which could contribute to peace. Economic interdependency is key to cooperation of any kind. The South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation was established to pursue this very objective of integration and needs to be strengthened through diplomatic facilitation from global partners. Global partners and partners from the South should also avail opportunities of engaging in bilateral agreements of intelligence sharing, counter-terrorism policies, and maritime security with their respective countries within South Asia. On the whole, we cannot afford to underestimate the formidable infrastructure of terrorism in South Asia. From the expansion of terrorist groups and their worldwide recruitment policies, it has become evident that the threat of terrorism is not restricted to its region of origin anymore. The mass use of internet and social media has further obscured the borders of terrorism and poses an undeniable menace to global peace. South Asian countries and global partners should take a lead in implementing counter-terrorism policies as the situation demands a collective approach from the West, the East, the North, and the South as equal partners and stakeholders. Thank you.